if we were able to ask that of Jesus, especially Paul, who's the great missionary, right, of the early church post Jesus. Let's see, Jesus, what did Jesus do? Well, Jesus came for a mission, right? He said, I must go through all the towns in Judea and preach the gospel about the kingdom. That's why I was sent. Luke 4:43. That was Jesus' purpose statement. So that's what drove him. Then you have his apostles. If you were to ask Paul, what's for 56 AD, Paul? It's the same message, the gospel about the kingdom, but in a way, 2000 plus years removed, we have it so much worse. I don't want to seem like some kind of a martyr myself either, but it is more difficult. I mean, 2000 plus years, we have 40,000 and growing denominations in our own little puddle. I see every day a lot of non-Trinitarians creating their own denominations. Difficult. So we have to go back to the foundational, the Great Commission, Matthew 28:19. We are compelled to go preach something, and that something is the gospel about the kingdom. Google it. What is the gospel? I did that recently, by the way. What is the gospel? In godquestions.org, I believe it is the website. Well, the gospel is Jesus in your heart. That's basically what it's reduced to. We don't sound like Jesus. We don't look like Paul. At the end of his days in the book of Acts, the early history of the church, which is in the book of Acts, finishes with Paul renting a little place somewhere and preaching about the gospel of the kingdom. He's not telling people about how to accept Jesus in your heart. So right there, you have a huge climb. And every year that goes by, it becomes steeper. It's the same message because people don't know the fundamentals of the faith. So it's not that we're great. It's not that we are the only church. By the way, we're not the only church. We're not apostles on the level of the 12. No one calls themselves a reverend or a bishop here. We are just apostolos. We are sent ones. All Christians are sent ones to preach about the gospel of the coming kingdom of God on earth and the things regarding Jesus, the Messiah. That's the mission every year. And the difficult thing is how to package that message. That's really what fills my time. How else can I reach people? See, because we have to, according to Jesus in Matthew 24, verse 14, he said, this gospel of the kingdom has to be preached to all the nations, and then the end will come. That is the end of the present evil age, not the end of time, not the end of the world. The world's not going to blow up. No, we're waiting for the regeneration, right? When the restoration of all things, God's not going to blow up the world. Of course not. That would be foolish. He created us. He created the world. Why would he blow it up?